What's the most physically painful thing that has happened to you? Ovarian cyst rupturing. An RPG blast blowing out a 4-inch section of my forearm bone. Herniated spinal disc at L5-S1. I laid in bed crying for a week. A horse stepped on my pinky toe and wouldn't get off, smiling face with tear. I was 14 and riding a bike barefoot. Caught my foot in the spoke and tore my big toe completely off. 6 surgeries and 50 years later. It resembles Frankenstein's, but I can walk pain-free and with a barely noticeable limp clenched fist. Cluster migraines. Nothing like begging to every god and devil you can think of to either save or kill you. Salmonella. It feels like acid is eating your insides. Also, obsessed tooth. Feels like an ice pick slammed into your gums. I stubbed my toe while watering my spice garden and I only cried for 20 minutes. It on a peanut butter and jam sandwich with a tooth that I soon found out needed a root canal. Stopped me in my tracks. Dental pain is no joke. Novocaine running out during a cavity drilling. I was 17 and didn't know you could ask for more. So I just clenched my toes and got through it. Terrified of the dentist now. Kidney stones. Sneezing with 3 broken ribs. Endometriosis. After my appendix burst and I had it removed. My other organs didn't want to wake up. Apparently I had some dangerous fluid building up in my stomach. So they had to shove this big-ass tube up my nose, down my throat and into my stomach to pump it out. I was awake for the entire thing. 2 nurses held either of my arms while another shoved the tube in. Even after it was in, it was awful. I kept vomiting over the days I had to keep it in. And eventually started vomiting blood from it, rubbing my throat raw. Totally sucked. I live with chronic pain from interstitial cystitis. Have given natural birth to 4 large kids. Recently broke my tibial plateau in 3 places and had surgery, and none of it compares to the feeling of that tube going in and coming out. Grief. Gallstones. Which led to a surprise emergency gallbladder removal. I was actually so sure I was dying that I couldn't believe I didn't. 2 weeks ago I basically had my skull taken apart and then put back together. That wasn't fun. Pancreatitis and torn ACL. Wouldn't wish that pain on my worst enemy. In order. Part of my jaw started to rot from a massive tooth infection. Gout. Passing a kidney stone. Copperhead bite. Watching the movie Cabin Fever. I cried at the end. Not because it was good but because I'll never get that time back. Looking at these responses like flushed because I've personally gone through IUD insertion, ovarian cyst rupture, gallstones, and a herniated disc at L5-S1. Can confirm, none felt good.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.